Vending is for sure one of the toughest businesses in Zimbabwe right now.
Vending has become the only way to make a living for many who've been pushed onto the streets by growing joblessness.
Early morning as the sun dominates the streets of Samora Machel Avenue, an army of entrepreneurs take their positions.
Taunda murongeke masikati manje nekuda kuti polisi nekanzuro zvinenge zvakawanda. Saka basa rinozotanga kuma 4-5 tozobuda kuma 9-10 tichienda kudzimba.
Patinopinda town, we see them. They are everywhere, taking action and surviving in the harshest economy. They are indeed the heartbeat of Zimbabwe's economy, yet they are treated as its irritation. When we are talking numbers, 80% of Zimbabwe's workforce is in the informal sector. Vending is not a hustle, it is a safety net for the nation. Today we look past the crates and the stores and ask this very important question. Why is vending arguably the toughest business in the country? My name is Jacob Drinker. Like and subscribe. In a healthy economy, the informal sector is a bridge to the formal employment. Because the barriers of entry are very low, anyone with a $10 note or a crate of tomatoes can enter. The market is perfectly competitive in the hardest sense. When the supply is infinite and the demand is constrained by a shrinking middle class, the only lever to pull is the price. Most vendors are price takers. They buy from wholesalers at Mbarimsika as early as 4 a.m. If the wholesale price of a sack of potatoes rises to 20%, the vendor cannot pass that to the consumer. Why? Because the guy 5 meters away is willing to eat the loss just to make a sale. We often overlook the brain drain on the streets and on the pavements in the Harare CBD. You will find a university graduate selling tomatoes or even power banks on the streets. This is a mislocation of human capital that costs the GDP in a long run. Now, if economics are hard, the logistics are a nightmare. In Zimbabwe, a vendor is not only a salesperson, they are a trader and a high-stakes athlete. Managing the three-tier pricing system, a vendor must calculate the real-time value of the ZiG against the US dollar while simultaneously keeping track of the change in a market where coins are scarce. A 5-minute fluctuation in the parallel rate can wipe out a whole day's profit. Vending in non-designated zones in a constant game of cats and mouse within the city council. When the police arrive, the high IQ analysis is instantaneous. Do I leave my stock and run? Do I pay a fine that exceeds my daily profit? The loss of a single crate of drinks to confiscation is not just a bad day, it's a week of hunger for a family. The physical toll is the most expensive part of the business. 12 hours under the Zimbabwean hot sun with no easy access to water or sanitation. Long-term exposure to these elements lead to chronic health issues. Without a formal aid, a vendor's body is their only asset. When the asset breaks, the business vanishes. There is a certain pride in the hustle, a pride which no one has ever talked about. We celebrate the Zimbabwean resilience, but we must be careful not to romanticize it. Vending is tough because it is a survivalist business, not a growth business. Most vendors are stuck in a cycle of rebuying stock, rather than expanding their enterprise. Next time you buy a cold drink from a woman on the street, remember you are making a 4 a.m. routine worth it. You see, many vendors operate without licenses, leading to the frequent raids by the municipal and the ZRP, especially in the Harare CBD. Authorities often seize goods from illegal vendors. This includes tomatoes, potatoes, clothes, and everything, sometimes only retained after fines are paid or destroyed, causing a major financial losses. Vendors are forbidden from operating on pavements, traffic intersections, and other high-traffic areas. Obtaining a legal license is often considered too expensive for those earning meager daily profits. Thank you for watching, guys. Let me know in the comment section what you think. It's free. Comment down below. Like and subscribe. See you in the next video.